Well, tonight, a WJCL 22 News investigation. Who are the Proud Boys and what do they stand for? Our Danae Bucci talked to researchers about the group. So, Danae, what did they say?
Despite being only 4 years old, the Proud Boys have made their presence known on a national scale, but researchers are saying that could incite violence in many U.S. cities.
Proud Boys, stand back and stand by.
Tuesday night, President Donald Trump thrust the Proud Boys into the national spotlight and the presidential election, leaving many questioning who exactly the Proud Boys are.
They described themselves as a kind of pro-Western fraternity, essentially a drinking club dedicated to male bonding, socializing, and the celebration of Western culture. But in reality, the group bears many of the hallmarks of a gang, and its members have taken part in multiple acts of brutal violence and intimidation.
Starting in 2016, the group has reportedly incited violence in several cities, most recently Portland, Oregon. But on their website, they describe themselves as Western chauvinists who refuse to apologize for creating the modern world.
They're incredibly violent. They're dangerous. They're proud of that violence.
The FBI has warned of the growing threat of domestic terrorism at the hands of white supremacists and hate groups, something the Anti-Defamation League has defined the Proud Boys as because of their Islamophobic, misogynistic, and anti-immigration stances. As more people have tried to learn more about the group, the president has since walked back his comments from the debate.
I don't know who the Proud Boys are. I mean, you'll have to give me a definition.
But anti-hate groups believe Tuesday's standby order will likely add more fuel to the fire, regardless of the president's intentions.
It's being taken by the Proud Boys as a call to arms. So as we kind of already saw the other night across numerous social media accounts linked to the Proud Boys, the refusal by the president to condemn white supremacy will become a cri de coeur for the far right.
And the Southern Poverty Law Center estimates in 2019 the Proud Boys had 44 chapters nationwide. Reporting from Savannah, Danae Bucci, WJCL 22 News.
Danae, thank you. Now, we reached out to Proud Boy chapters in Georgia and South Carolina through their national website for comment, but we haven't received a response.